Tuesday? Wednesday? It's Wednesday. Hi, and welcome to 24 Wheelers. Today, my wife and I, along with our dog Weller, are headed to the camper. Both my wife and I are fortunate enough to have jobs where we pretty much work remotely. So in theory, as long as I've got internet connection, I can work from any place on the planet, and so can she. And one of the things that we've talked about doing for quite a while is having some extended time out at our camper, you know, being able to work from there and that sort of thing. And we really haven't been able to do that until recently, because recently, as in a couple of months ago, we got a Starlink. So now we have internet connection, and what has whet our appetites for this little expedition even a little more so is the fact that we now own a truck once again. Back when we bought the camper, I owned an F-150, and we pulled it lots of different places back when we went camping a lot with the family and that sort of thing. We haven't done that a lot in the last couple of years, mostly because I haven't owned a truck. Now I own a truck. So in a lot of ways, this is kind of a shakedown run in maybe a couple different formats. Number one, because the truck is new and I haven't really camped out of the truck yet, I'm bringing most all of my camping gear, pretty much my camp kitchen, to just sort of try out how I would operate out of the truck where I actually camping and that sort of thing. So that's shakedown run number one. Shakedown run number two, which is one I'm more anxious and excited and hopeful about, is really just how things work at the camper. And there's a couple issues there. Number one, as I mentioned, we have a Starlink, but we haven't really tried the Starlink yet when it comes to work. So we're gonna see how it goes this week. We both have kind of lightish weeks at work. Secondly, Weller, our 8-month-old, maybe 9-month-old golden doodle, who's our little pal, he has not yet been to the camper. He is still very much a puppy. So we're going to see how he does at the camper as well, because having him along with us is an essential component, because if we were to leave the house for a couple of weeks or even a couple of months potentially, we would obviously need to bring Weller with us. I've trained him from the beginning to be a truck dog or a car dog or a Jeep dog, I guess originally, now a truck dog, now a truck and a Jeep dog. So anyway, that's the story for today. My wife is already out there. So we're on our way, and we're going to spend the week hopefully having a good time. So yeah, it's going to be an adventure, and I'm excited to see how it goes, both with the dog and with work and that sort of thing. So hopefully we can make it a full week. That's the plan. We can always come home before that if we need to, but hopefully we can make it a full week, and I'm going to take you along for the journey.
I'm going to my camper out at an East Texas lake. Me and my wife and my dog for at least a week. I'm going to my camper. Me and my wife and my dog. For Leaf and my dog for at least a week.
All right, we are at day 2 of our camper shakedown run, and I'm happy to report so far it's been great. The internet connection's been pretty solid. We haven't had really any issues. 1 or 2 episodes of some lagging, but that's about it, and nothing that impeded work at all. Also, Weller's just doing awesome. He's got to be the easiest dog on the planet. I never thought I would say that, but I am saying it now. His training has really paid off, and he's done well both in the kennel at night, and he's done really good just kind of chilling while we're working, which he's used to that as well, just in a different place. You never know what the different surroundings are going to provide, which I pretty much expected, but I was a little anxious that just the change in environment would freak him out, because he is a young dog. He's 8.5 months old. But he's done great in his kennel. He's done great just hanging around the camper, both inside and outside during the day while we work. And he's just been kind of perfect, to be honest with you. So all this is shaping up to let us know that an extended trip, while not guaranteed, is definitely in the realm of possibility. The only snag we've had so far in this entire trip, we will boil down to sheer stupidity on my part, of course, and actually no harm, no foul, but I did crash my drone. It was recovered and is flying and recording and operating as normal, as perfect actually. But I definitely crashed it in a 35-foot pine tree or so, and may have thrown, I don't know, 30 or 40 sticks at it in order to knock it down. And I actually had to cross this little body of water on a john boat from the right over where our camper is there to the left side of this little channel where those trees are, where the drone crashed. So I'm done with my work for the day. Took a half day today, so we're just out taking a little walk, letting him stretch his legs a little bit around the park here. And I've got some projects I'm gonna work on around the camper this afternoon. But for now, we're gonna finish off this walk, and I'm gonna go back to the camper and make some lunch.
Say you say food, going to the fryer. All that after you do, we're just drinking, gotta be endo. And on it now, going down. There's no living on. All the Easter, out at the east, always swear. To the lead singing of the rainbow. Say you say food, going to the fryer. All that after you two, we're just drinking and you gotta be endo. And on it now, going down. There's no other now. All the beasts out at the knees, always free. To the lead singing of the rainbow.
Well, it's day 3 here. It's pretty chilly this morning. In fact, last night, I believe is the coldest night that we're going to have this week out here. It got down to 37 or so, I think. And it's probably about that this morning, maybe closer to 40 a little bit this morning. I don't have the Starlink up yet, and I have pretty crappy cell coverage out here. Some cell, but it's not very strong, so I haven't even looked yet. But don't have to work today, so got pretty much 2 projects here at the camper that I want to try to accomplish today. The first one is I got to get up on the roof and do an inspection, and more specifically, just re-caulk. Periodically on these campers, you've just got to kind of redo the caulk on the seals. You're really supposed to do it, I think, once a year, maybe even a couple of times a year at least. Check it. It's been a minute since I've done it, so it's probably a little past due, but I'm going to address that today. That's pretty much top priority, so I'll wait till the sun gets high and make sure the roof is nice and dry from the overnight and morning dew, so I don't slip and fall. You wouldn't want to fall off one of these. That probably wouldn't be a good day. And then the other project that I have to work on is really just kind of cleaning. Our camper has a bunk room in the back. That's what that window is right there. The bunk room's pretty much turned into a storage room, and frankly, there's just junk in there that we don't need any longer. And if we are going to pull this camper with my GMC Sierra 1500, the truck will definitely pull it, but the dry weight on this camper is around 7,800 pounds, I want to say 7,500, maybe something like that. So I'm up at the upper limits of the towing capacity on this truck. I think it's around 9,500 or some weird number up there. So yeah, I'm going to clear out some junk just to reduce the weight more than anything in the camper. Plus, again, there's just stuff in there we don't need, and so if you don't need it, why have it? And that's pretty much the plan for the day, other than eating and smoking a few cigars and having a couple drinks probably. I'm gonna sit out here by the fire with Wells and have another cup of coffee and then get after it.
Say you say food, going to the fryer.
Yesterday was successful in a lot of ways. We got the camper cleaned up. I mentioned that we were cleaning out the bunk room, but we actually did quite a bit more than that. We cleaned and organized the entire camper, and it needed it. Let me just say that. I threw away a lot of stuff, which was wonderful. I love throwing away stuff. I love throwing away stuff almost as much as I love getting and buying stuff. But anyway, also got up on the roof and did a solid inspection. Got all the seams and seals recocked and that sort of thing. Roof looks pretty good. As I was doing all that, I did realize I need to do some similar touch-ups on the side panels of the camper as well. So basically where all the doors and vents and windows and that sort of thing are. Although I only brought white caulk with me, and so I need to get some clear silicone type caulk, whatever you want to call that, sealant, if you will, for that particular job. That one's not super needed. You know, I looked at kind of the status of all that, and it's not a big deal. So I'll make a plan to do that at my next trip out here, which hopefully won't be too long. That being said, we did decide to go ahead and have the camper winterized. And I have a guy coming out to do that tomorrow afternoon. So we're gonna be heading out tomorrow about a day, almost a day. We were originally planning on leaving on Saturday morning. And so now we're gonna be leaving on Friday afternoon, late in the afternoon, which is fine. We've accomplished everything that we want to accomplish out here. And next week, the lows are in the low 20s out here. So I wanna go ahead and get the camper winterized and get it protected for the next couple of weeks. I have had to replace two hot water tanks on this camper because of freezing temperatures and my failure to winterize it. And I don't want to do that again. So I'm going to go ahead and have my camper guy come out and perform that service for me tomorrow and get it all buttoned up. So today's a pretty busy day of work for both my wife and I. I'm just taking a little lunch break and Weller walk break here. Thought I would do a quick update. So we're gonna enjoy one final full day and evening at the camper tonight, and then do a little bit of work in the morning, have the camper winterized tomorrow afternoon. That takes about an hour. Hey boy, stop. Wells, hey, quit it. And then we're gonna get on the road after that and head home. Say this is a really great week. All of the tests that we performed, the whole intent of our shakedown, all proved, in my opinion, to be very positive results. So I'm super pleased with that. You know, it's been quite a while since we've stayed at the camper for this amount of time. Typically when we go out, it's for one night or 2 nights, basically a weekend. When you stay out here this long, you discover some additional work that needs to be done. So nothing really major, I don't think, just a few additional projects that have come up that we've noticed after just being here for a few days. So we're gonna spend the next couple of weeks, couple of months coming out here and addressing those. I don't know, tell me what you think. I'd like to maybe include more camper-specific, camper-related content on my channel. I'm not sure if that means I need to be like 248 wheelers. Probably not. We're not going to go that direct. But that's about a wrap. Please like the video, and also if you have not subscribed yet to my channel, I would invite you to do that. I would really appreciate it. And remember, whether on the trail or on the road, I'll see you out there.